Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today back here on Crumble Takes we are going to discuss my top 5 MVP candidates in the NBA. Yes, this is my first NBA video I'm making because I decided it's finally time to make one of these videos. So now I'm here ready, and this is going to be the first NBA video I make. Now when I'm saying MVP candidate, of course the most valuable player award, and this is going off for right now in the NBA, so we are nearing the All-Star break, so this is pretty much midway through the year who I think the top MVP candidates in the league are. Now please drop a like, subscribe, comment how y'all feel about this list, and comment y'all's top 5 list for the MVP candidates. Comment y'all's sleepers for the MVP. My sleeper is like it's the dude I'm showing right now. It's Damian Lillard, because he's been on a tear. He's averaging 30 per game, but I don't think he'll win it just because of the fact that the Blazers are doing so bad. But he's my little sleeper, I would say. But yeah, comment y'all's, and let's get into the number 5 spot. Number 5, Jayson Tatum. Now, I'm a Bucks fan, so I do not like Jayson Tatum in the Boston Celtics, but I must give credit where credit is due, and Jayson Tatum has been on another level this season. Now, Mr. Tatum has put up 30 points per game, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 60% true shooting. I would say that is pretty good for my 5th MVP candidate on this list. Now, also, Tatum and the Celtics have led their team, the Boston Celtics, to the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Currently, the Bucks are currently 1.5 games behind them, but like I said, I must give credit where credit is due. Tatum has been really good this year. He's been killing it, man. There's been games where he's dropping 40, 60, 50. I don't think he's dropped 60. I think that was a little bit of exaggeration, but still, I must give credit where credit is due. Tatum he's been amazing this year, man. He's really rebounded and not have fallen off after they lost the finals last year. You would think, because most teams usually fall off after they lose in the finals. The Suns kind of fell off, but they're back on track. But anyway, yeah, Tatum, he's number 5, because the reason why I have him at number 5 is there's some other players in this league that have been really, really good this year, but Tatum is at number 5. Let's move on to number 4. 4, Luka Doncic. At number 4, I have Luka. Now, Luka has been on also another player who's been on an absolute tear this season for the Dallas Mavericks. Now, his stats are: he's averaging 33 points per game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists on 61% true shooting. So he's dang near averaging a triple-double. Yes, he has been on a tear, and the Dallas Mavericks currently own the 6th seed in the West with a 28-26 record. Now, Luka would probably be higher on this list if the Mavs did have a better record, but when we want to talk about most valuable player, he pretty much has been the most valuable player, well, one of them, I would say, to the Mavericks. So let's be honest, you remove Luka from this team, the Mavericks are hot garbage, which they did just give Luka some help. They did just trade for Kyrie Irving yesterday. I made a video about that, a YouTube short and a TikTok. You all should go check that out if you haven't. But anyways, back to Mr. Luka. This man, Luka, dropped a 60-point game and a triple-double. He's just been on another level, and he's on another planet. And he's dangerous, man. He can do anything. He's also an all-star starter this year. Well, he keeps continuously being an all-star starter, but he's been on a tear, man. Easily, if the Mavs, if they start cooking up all of a sudden and they go on a little bit of a run, I know Kyrie's here. If they go on a run, Luka might have a shot at winning this MVP trophy if they can go on a little run here. And maybe they can go on a run and get the 1 seed. I doubt it, though, because there's a man who currently has the 1 seed in the West, which I think is a little better. A little bit of a hint on who's higher on this list. But like I was saying, Luka, amazing player, definitely one of the MVP candidates for this year. Now let's move on to the next player on this list. Number 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here we go. We've gotten to the top 3 of this list. The Greek Freak is at number 3. You want to talk about mans who put the team on their back? This man right here puts the team on his back. Currently while I'm recording this video, the Bucks and Trailblazers are playing. And yeah, this man has been a beast this year. A beast. He could definitely win MVP. The top 3 is really kind of a mix-up, but Mr. Giannis has been averaging 32 points per game, 12 rebounds, 5 assists on 59% true shooting. This man puts the team on his back, and he goes and wins games. He helps them close out, and he's just an overall beast. Like, I don't know what else to say about him. He's one of the great players in the NBA right now. The Bucks currently are the 2 seed in the East with a 36-17 record. They're on 9-1 in their last 10 games. And they're only a game and a half back from Boston. So if Boston goes up on a cold streak, the Bucks will easily be the 1 seed in the East. Now, Giannis has won 2 MVPs in the past. Can he win another one this year? It's a toss-up between these 3 people up here. It's going to be very close by the end of the year, in my opinion. But Giannis, amazing player, the Greek freak, he definitely has a chance to go out there and win this MVP trophy. Number 2, Joel Embiid. Mr. Embiid is another person who's been on a tear this season. And when I mean a tear, I mean leading the league in points per game with 33.4 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists on 64% true shooting. Yes, he is doing all this while leading the league in scoring. He's been on a tear in Philly. Now, Philadelphia currently holds the 3 seed in the East with a 34-18 record. Now, I believe the reason why they hold the 3rd seed in the East is because they did start off super rocky. I think they were like one of the last teams to get a win in the league, but they have been super hot recently. I think they've won like 25-5 or something like that in their last 30 games. But yeah, they've been on an absolute tear and they've been killing it. And mostly because of Embiid. I mean, James Harden is there, but it's mostly because of Embiid. Now, of course, he is the center, and he's been in the MVP talks. Last year, he was also in the MVP talks. A lot of people said he should have won it over Jokic, but Jokic did end up winning it last year. They were both going back and forth for it, and I think this is how this year's going to end again this year. It's going to be him and Embiid going at it for the trophy, for the MVP trophy. Now, I guess you can already guess who is my number 1 spot on this list because I haven't said his name yet, and it should be obvious by the time now who is number 1. Number 1, Nikola Jokic. Now, if you guys want to talk about mans who put the team on his back, we got Mr. Jokic here. Mr. Jokic, as of right now, as I'm recording this video, is averaging 24 points per game. Like that, you might be like, whoa, 24 points per game compared to Embiid's 33? How? Well, he's averaging 24 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 10 assists per game on 70% true shooting. Now, I'm not going to get in all the in-depth stats of the LeBron stats, and I'm not getting into all that, but they're all super high and they're all super good. Jokic is having a super duper efficient season. That is why he is number 1. He has absolutely been killing it. He's the back-to-back MVP as of right now. But yes, he's been absolutely killing it. He might have a chance at three-peating for this boy. Now, the Nuggets, also something else that helps them. The Nuggets are currently 37-17 and hold the 1 seed in the West. And the second team, the team was in second. The Grizzlies are 32-21. They have basically centered themselves away from everyone else. I know they're like 4 games ahead, but let's be honest, as of right now, that's kind of a lot compared to all the other standings in the West. It's all so close. But yeah, Jokic, he's been on a tear, man. This man, ever since he won MVP his first season, I'm like, this dude is truly special. I really want to see him win a ring. I don't know if it's going to happen in Denver. I don't know what's going to happen, but with Jamal Murray coming back and then being the 1 seed, it's looking pretty nice for Jokic. I'm not going to lie. They might have a chance at making a run at it this year. But I don't know if they'll win the finals, but I think they might have a chance of going to it just because of the fact that Jokic might be a 3-time back-to-back MVP the way he's been balling. If he stays at this pace and doesn't miss a lot of games, this man's right here. I believe that's who the MVP should go to, Nikola Jokic. That's all I got to say about this amazing player, Nikola Jokic. Please drop a like and subscribe and watch these other videos I made. I'll appreciate it. And comment, who's y'all's 5 MVPs as of right now?